Short, sweet, and to the point. You can be and do what you want to do, no matter what age. You know what I mean, like that. Or when you get consciousness, when you're from a little kid up until an adult. So teenage level, teenage years and on. No matter what age. You know what I mean? Like we're so used to being told, you get older, go to school, go to college, and then graduate, you have a degree, get a job, and then work the job until you die. And after a while, it's like before then you had those dreams and aspirations you had even when you was a little kid. Like I want to be a scientist, and sometimes it carries on when you get older, or as you get older, you be like, you know what, I want to do this. I want to be a rapper or whatever like that. You can do that. You can do that. You just need to have some drive and focus, and then stick with it. You know what I mean? And do what you gotta do to get to that point. You know what I mean? Look at example. Look at the actors. You know what I mean? Look at George Clooney. George Clooney was sleeping on his friend's couch at the age of like 30 something until like 30, like late 30s. His friend was kind of sleeping while he was getting acting gigs, and not just him. Halle Berry. She was busting tables in New York, living in the homeless shelter in New York before she got that one good gig, the acting gig, and then boom, set her up straight. What I'm saying is Sylvester Stallone, another perfect example. In the 60s or 70s, he was sleeping on the subway while he was writing Rocky, and then he said he really didn't want to sell his story to certain people, so he just waited for the right thing. He said he wanted to star in it, and he wanted to direct it too. And then look at him now, millionaire, sitting on money. But the thing is, your dreams don't have to be crushed because people, just because reality hits. You know what I mean? People just take it. Just reality is all. You know what I mean? If this reality, so I might as well just fall in line and do that. Like no, 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 no. It's your mind, it's your body, it's your life. If you want to be happy, if something you want to do, do it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be hard in certain situations, depending on where you are in a particular state situation at the present time. But if you keep that mentality, keep your self confidence up, and keep that enthusiasm, you can do it. You just gotta keep straight on, aim for it, go for the gusto. You know what I mean? And if you want to go somewhere, like I remember we used to want to go to California when I was back in teenagers, because I used to see like. I watch a lot of movies. I used to say, oh, actors be up there, even Hollywood Boulevard. See the stars on the ground, and then the beaches over there. You know what I mean? Like Muscle Beach and the other ones. Like I'm like, I just want to walk over the beach, look at the thing. Like I still haven't done it yet because things got in the way. But this kid's younger than me, and then still my age too. That been over there. You know what I mean? And they're going there to this day. Like, cause why? Because they said, the hell with that. I'm doing this. You know what I mean? They had that focus. They had that inspiration, that drive, and they said, I'm doing it. You know what I mean? And look at me, still here, still working the job, still thinking about going over there when I should have been did it. You know what I mean? Like that. Like it's all the thought process. Is like once your mind starts getting clouded with just the simple, basic matrix things, like, oh, I need a job, I need a job, I need a job, and then people just forcing that in your head. You know what I mean? Like people just think that's it. You know what I mean? You get older, you go to school, you graduate, you work this job until you get a certain age, you retire, and then by the time you're like what, 50, 60 years old, and then you die. Like that's in a way that's not really a good way to live. You know what I mean? Like that's why you got to give it up. There never would have been anybody on TV in the NFL and the NBA if they didn't take the other route of life and then just follow everybody in the sheep herd. You know what I mean? They have big aspirations, big goals. They wanted to live life the way they wanted to. And look at them now, sitting on top, enjoying life, while we just day to day working. And just looking at them on TV, like, wow, that would be nice. It would be like, wow, I want to do that too. But, this is crushing me down. Like, no. Sometimes when it's crushing you down, you just have to take that crush, like take that pressure, man, and then just do something positive with it in your way. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do. Because like we get so used to just doing the same thing over and over again and not break the cycle. You know what I mean? People on TV, they broke the cycle. They said, no, I'm doing this. A lot of people look at them like, man, you ain't got no job, you ain't going to school. Like this is a fictional thing you have. This is a fantasy. Like let that go. They say, no, I'm doing this. And bam, look at him. Now people looking stupid, just looking at him like, damn, wasn't that so and so? He was right. He was right. But you can do what you want to do and go where you want to go. You know what I mean? Keep it in your heart. Just say to yourself, like, look, listen, I'm not gonna let anybody tell me different. This is what I want to do, and this is where I want to go. Keep that in your heart and mind. Push through it. Keep that mentality. Keep that self-esteem. Keep that enthusiasm, that drive, that endurance, that focus on that, and that happiness in your heart and your spirit. And you can do it. No matter what you're dealing with, you can do it.